ready, friends. It's the festive countdown with just 36 days left until Christmas. But before the decorations go up, I've got a pre-holiday checklist to tackle. Today, it's all about whipping my pantry into shape. I'm going to be refilling spices, rearranging, and making room for the delicious treats that's coming in for our annual family Christmas bash. Plus, I'm going to be clearing out my glass door cabinets to make way for my special Christmas dishes. So join me as we dive into this pre-holiday kitchen prep frenzy. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and into my home. So like I said, we're going to be diving right into my pantry and we are going to get this reorganized. Now many of the organizers that I'm using are still working for me. I do have a good system in here. Everything just needs to be tidied up. I'm also going to be taking out things that I'm not going to be using for the holidays. I'm going to go ahead and put those in my laundry room. I have some shelves in there and I like to store either back stock of my food or some of my appliances and things like that. So I'm just trying to make more room in here because we have a large family Christmas party at our house and I have a lot of people to feed. So that means I'm going to be bringing a lot of food into the home and I need an area to put it. So let's go ahead and dive in there. We're going to take things off shelf by shelf and then I like to give it a vacuum and wipe down the shelves. That way everything's nice and clean before I put it back on there. So as you can see, we're going to use the Mrs. Meyer's. This is in the rose scent. So just before Thanksgiving is when I like to get in here and take out all those things that I might not be using for the holidays. I like to free up some space so that way I can bring in the things that I will be using and I'll have space to put it. Nothing worse than trying to dig in a pantry and find the things that you need. So I like to get everything cleared off. I also like to get the counters and the tops of the shelves nice and clean. That way there's no sticky things or anything sitting around. Everything is just nice and clean. It just makes cooking much more enjoyable, right? So these right here are my husband's hydrate drinks. He uses these every single day, if not twice a day. And then to the left are all of my vitamins that I need to take. So I'm going to go ahead and put those back on the shelf because I use those every single day and so does my husband. However, we will be getting in here and taking those out just before the Christmas dinner that we're going to be having. That way it frees up some space. But you're also going to see that I'm going to be messing with this shelf quite a bit. This is the main shelf, in my opinion, the main shelf in my pantry. It's right at eye level and it's right when you walk into the pantry. And I just like this area to look nice and neat and filled with the things that I need to get to immediately. This right here is to the left. I have my risers and it's where I keep all of my cans and jars and things like that. I like to keep my more colorful things to the left so you're not seeing it right when you're walking in the door. Not that big of a deal really, but you know, it is pleasing to the eye. Now, one of my biggest tips is to use baskets and containers to hold your things. use them almost as a drawer. That way when you pull them down and you need to clean underneath them, you can quickly just move everything and put it right back. So that is my top tip when it comes to a pantry.
Christmas, a time for miracles, wishing to find a remedy, hoping for better days to come. Memories of flickering shadows, cold nights, hearing the wind blows the snowflakes, reminds me of something gone. Send me lights and angels, help me through the changes, and I'll be waiting on Christmas night. Show me hope and glory, write us a different story, and I'll be waiting on Christmas night. Christmas, a time to be cheerful.
This is the next shelf up, and I need to go ahead and make better use of this space. So let's see what we can do here.
Alone. So send me lights and angels, help me through the changes, and I'll be waiting on Christmas night. So show me hope and glory, write us a different story, and I'll be waiting on Christmas night. My only wish this year.
So I've decided it would be better use of my space if I go ahead and just put all of my vitamins and my husband's hydrate drink right here to the left. That way I have that special shelf that I consider to be the priority shelf right there, ready for anything else that I might need to put there for the holidays. I have another one of these plastic racks, and I'm thinking about going ahead and putting it right here and either doing away with this rack or moving the rack somewhere else. I'm just thinking that maybe I should have more cohesiveness right here.
I'll be waiting on Christmas night. Oh, show me hope and glory, write us a different story, and I'll be waiting on Christmas night. I'll be waiting on miracles tonight. 'Cause don't you know it's Christmas?
These white bins I got from IKEA. If you can see, they have tops that are stored underneath them. I can't shut the tops because the jars are too tall. But I like to keep these here just in case if any of these marinades and things like that spill, it can be caught right there in that container. Now, I don't pull these out and get things out of it because it's far too heavy that way. But I do like to keep all this stuff contained just in case if there's a spill. You know what I mean? So I'm just getting everything nice and perfected in here, just moving things around until everything feels good and just makes sense to me. Now these containers hold some of my back stock or some of my other spices like powdered spices, things like that. I do notice that I have a lot of mayonnaise, a lot of relish, some hot sauces and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just store it in here. So that way, if we need it for the holidays, like for with the deviled eggs, things like that, we might need some of that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it here in this basket. This is one of our cereal containers. Since I've been on my special diet that the doctor has me on, I no longer eat cereal. So I don't think we need this many cereal containers. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the little sticky tag that I had on there, and I'm going to put the pinto beans in there. So I've switched my cereal to pinto beans, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to store the pinto beans in here because I have quite a bit of those. And we do like to have pinto beans in the crock pot so that we can have like some pinto bean soup or things like that for the cold weather. So I will be using those. So I'm going to go ahead and store them in this container here. I also have a little empty pasta container right there that needs to be filled. That's another thing that I haven't been eating lately is the pasta. So I haven't refilled it because of that. However, I will be eating pasta again, so I will refill it. Now, if you've tried these or haven't tried these are awesome. It's the sea salt chocolates from Costco. Absolutely delicious. It's a dark chocolate. Really, one will do you once you eat it. Now, these right here, these carb balance, I don't like these. The doctor said try those. No, they taste like sugar to me. That's because I don't have a lot of sugar in my diet. So anything that has sugar, I can taste it. Now this right here is my bread container. Again, I'm not eating bread right now, but my husband does. So I'm going to go ahead and refill the bread container for him. And I'm going to have him eat those carb balance tortillas because I don't want them to go to waste, but they just don't taste good to me. So these containers right here, I got all of these from Target. I really like them because they're all a cohesive color. Everything looks nice and white and clean in here, except for these I don't even know, are these hyacinth baskets? I forget what they call them, but I like the two different looks of the containers that I have in here. These are all of our crackers, things like that. A lot of these went on charcuterie boards. I held on to them until the date that they expired, and now I've got to get rid of a lot of these. We will have a charcuterie board for the party, but these are too old. I can't put them on there. And my husband and I don't eat crackers right now, so they went bad. But anyways, these are all my snack baskets. I'm going to go ahead and organize all these. I like to have crackers and chips in one basket and any kind of chocolates and things like that in another basket. So I just keep all these nice and organized. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and clean off this, get everything nice and shiny, and then we can put the things back on there. So tell me, what are you guys going to do for Thanksgiving? I kind of feel like Thanksgiving got overshadowed this year by Christmas. Now, I understand that as an influencer, we have to put up Christmas content sooner than, the American public typically puts up their Christmas stuff. I'm holding off because I'm not really a decorating channel. I like to throw in some decorating, but I'm not a decorating channel. So I am holding off until after Thanksgiving to do any of my Christmas decor. And then the time before that, I like to just go ahead and prep everything. That's what I would do in my normal life before I was doing YouTube. I would prep everything right up until Thanksgiving. And then the day after Thanksgiving is when my tree would go up. Sometimes Thanksgiving night, depending on when we ate. So then I would put my Christmas tree up. And that's how I'm going to do it again this year. So that's why you don't see any Christmas decor around my house. However, remember last week I showed you all the Christmas decor that I'm going to be using. So my kitchen table is full of all the Christmas decor, and I've even added more things in there. So I'm excited to spread out some of that red around my home. Like I said, I'm going to be going with the traditional color theme of red and green and gold and maybe some silver this year. So I'm really excited to, really see how all this is going to come together. I've worked really hard at trying to, bring into my mind exactly what I want to do and how I want it to look. So I'm hoping that it all turns out. But by the end of this video, you're going to see that this kitchen is bare bones minimum. There's like no decor. And it needs color. So I am so excited to get those Christmas dishes up into my glass cabinets. I'm excited to decorate my countertops with a few little tchotchkes of, Christmas. I don't want it to look way overboard, but I do want to bring just a little bit of red in each of my rooms, and then my Christmas tree will be just decked out in red because I'm really excited to use that lively, fun color this year. So tell me down in the comments, what is your color scheme going to be this year? And do you have like a theme that you're going to go with? I will be using some Toy Soldier ribbon, but my theme isn't necessarily Toy Soldier. It's more of a luxe or like what you would see in a nice hotel. That's the type of look that I'm going for. So I would love to hear about your color theme or any theme that you're going to be doing for your Christmas decor, because I just love to find out things like that. So this is the very top shelf, and I can hardly reach this shelf. I have to get a stool to reach this shelf, and even then I'm up on my tiptoes. So some of these things I'm going to go ahead and take down, and some of it I will be giving away. Others of it I will be putting into the laundry room on that shelf that I was talking about. I want to make more use of this space. Now this right here is what you see when you come in. So I like it to look nice. I have that little doggy picture there for a friend that I lost a few years ago. It reminds me of her. Now over here to the left, I have all of these pie and cake stands. I'm thinking I need to go ahead and take those down now that I'm looking at it. So I might be doing that really soon. Go ahead and take those down and find another place for them. But everything is nice and organized in here. I like the way it looks. Only thing that I have left to do is pull out the crock pots and things just so that I can give it a good vacuum underneath there. But to me, everything looks great. These are the things that I'm going to be giving away. And then the other things that you see on the counter, the jars and the cans and things like that, those are all going to go into the laundry room. These little containers right here, I bought them with the best of intentions, but I just don't use them. So I'm going to offer them to my daughters and then get rid of what nobody wants. Say hello to the camera.
Say hi,
Hello, friends.
like this.
Callahan, are you going to give Gammy a smile? Oh, give Gammy a smile. Oh. Isn't he just a little doll? He is the chunkiest little guy. Well, all of Madeline's kids just get so chunky, and he is following right in his sister's footsteps. Okay, so this right here is my spice rack. I absolutely love this spice rack along with all these spice bottles. If I remember, I will link those down below. The spice rack, it comes in threes, and then the spice bottles, and then the labels I got off of Amazon. So, but I absolutely love these. I love the look right there on the shelf, and then I can just get to them so quickly. And then I have a basket underneath one of my cabinets that has all the spices and things that I use to refill all of my spice containers that are in the cabinet. So I just like the looks of how pretty everything looks up on the shelf there. So I'm going to go ahead and refill all the things that I need to refill, and then I'm going to make a list of things that I don't have enough to refill. You get what I mean, right? Words are hard for me sometimes, but anyways, the name of the game is to get all my spices refilled, so that way if I need them for, or when I need them for Thanksgiving, for a Christmas dinner, and then also for the Christmas cookies that we like to make for our neighbors. Now, if you guys have any Christmas cookie recipes that you would like to share with me, I would absolutely love to see them. You can always email them to me. I have my email down in the description box. Or you can mail them to me. I also have my P.O. box down in the description box. I would love to see your recipes, and maybe I might get some new ideas for some Christmas cookies that we can make for our neighbors this year. So I would love to see them if you want to share them with me. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and add to the list some fresh sugar, fresh flour, some baking powder, and all the things that I'm going to need to bake this year. So I like to have nice fresh ingredients, so I'm going to go ahead and pick those up at the store as well. Do you find yourself repeating the alphabet when you need to put something in alphabetical order? I know I do. That's what you see me doing here, is I'm trying to repeat the alphabet so that I have all these in alphabetical order. So here's that extra basket of spices that I told you that I have. I have all kinds of spices in here, even things that we use when we barbecue outside. And then these are all the spice jars that are now empty that I will need to get some more of, so that way I can continue to refill all of my glass jars. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off the kitchen counter, and then we're going to start on those glass cabinets. Okay, so currently in these cabinets, I keep all of my glassware, my stemware, things like that for special occasions. I also keep serving dishes in here, and then I keep a few little pretty things in here just to bring some color in here. I also have a couple of cookbooks in here that typically I don't keep in here, but I thought that the book looked nice up in here, so I went ahead and used it. So I'm going to take everything out of here. I'm going to be washing all of my serving dishes, and I'll be washing all of the glassware because we will be using that for our Christmas party. And then I'm also going to show you how I'm able to keep that not glassware, but the plates standing up so that they don't slide forward. I use this little sticky tape. I think it's called museum putty. Okay, I use a little museum putty and I stick it at the bottom of the plate. That way the plate does not slide when it's up in the cabinets. Doesn't matter what's going on in the house, those plates are not going to slide. So that's what I use to keep the plates up. I'm going to take all that out of here, including all of the putty. I'll just put it all in one big ball, and then I'll be using it again when I put all of my Christmas decor in here. these little acrylic stands are risers that I use to, lift the plates higher if I need them to be higher. So I just stick the sticky putty down there on the feet of the riser. I also stick it on the plate, and then when I put the plate on the top of the riser, it's sticking to the top of the riser. So everything is all stuck together, and nothing slides, nothing moves. I've been using this for years, and I've never had a single issue with it. If you're wondering, all of my white serving plates are from either TJ Maxx or Home Goods. I did not want to spend a lot of money on serving plates and things, so those are the places that you should go to get things like this. I like all white, especially when I'm serving for different parties and things like that. The all white looks really nice, but I especially like it up here in these dark cabinets. It brings some lightness up against that dark wall, and then any of the decor that I want to show off looks really good in front of those white plates. As you can see, the putty doesn't work so well on wood. You're really going to have to work to get it off of the wood, but on your plates, it works perfectly. Okay, so now I'm going to get all this into the dishwasher. That way it has time to get in there and clean and all that before I need to make dinner. This way, when all this comes out, all of my glassware is going to be nice and shiny. And when it's time for me to put my cabinets back together, I'll have nice shiny glassware to put up inside there. So I really like that look, that sparkly, shiny glass look up in those cabinets. It just looks really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this into the dishwasher, and let's get it all washed and ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to use my Method Daily Wood Cleaner. Smells like almonds. I absolutely love this wood cleaner. I use it every single day throughout my home. I'm going to clean the inside of the cabinets. I'll clean the outside of the cabinets. I'm also going to clean the glass. Then I'm going to go around and I'm going to do the outside of all of my cabinets. That way everything is nice and fresh for the holidays. It's going to get dirty, I know, especially right above the stovetop, but I don't want to add to what's already there. So I want to go ahead and take away any of the grease and things like that that can be on those cabinets. Take that off so that way any of the holiday baking, cooking, all the things isn't adding to what's already on there. So I like to do this like every 3 months. I will give the outside of my cabinets a good clean, with the exception of these glass cabinets. These glass cabinets only get done once a year. They get done, right before Christmas, so like how I'm doing right now. So, or right before the holidays, I will pull everything down so I can use those white dishes for Thanksgiving. And then I can get all of my Christmas dishes in there right after Thanksgiving. So once a year, I'll do these cabinets. The outside of all the other cabinets, I do every 3 months when I do my zone cleaning in here. This wooden box that I keep on top of my refrigerator, I like to decorate that for the different seasons. So I decided I would try the red poinsettia, see how I like it. I ended up finding something at IKEA that's absolutely perfect up in this box. So I'll be using that when it's time to decorate in here. This box is heavy. As you saw, I had that can of tomatoes in there to help lift up my plant. So I'm using it as a riser. And then I have the ceramic pot with some greenery in it. So this thing is absolutely heavy, but I got it up there. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start cleaning all the fronts of the cabinets. Again, I do this every 3 months, so they're not really, really dirty, but they are dark wood. And they do show lots of little fingerprints and handprints and anything that might spill down on them. So they're just like white cabinets. White, you're going to see dirt. Dark, you're going to see light. So a lot of light things on there. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that cleaned up and nice and fresh and ready for the holidays. So now that I have everything put away, just look around my kitchen and see how void it is of color. I can spot a couple of colors, but that's about it. But look over here on my dining room table. This is all the Christmas decor that I've purchased so far. I can't wait to get some of this red festive color over there into the kitchen. So I hope you guys have liked this video. If you did, would you please give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because we have a lot of fun things to do for the Christmas season. And I will see you again in next Sunday's video. Until then, stay blessed, my friends.